To the Batmobile. Let's go.
Welcome everyone. So I want to do a short instruction video on for Reservoir raid for lower HQ levels. Sorry about that. No, I'm not sorry about that. So there are just a few pointers. The first one are preparations. Just send all your troops back. Make sure they're all back in the settlement, else they don't join. What I do on a daily basis, I go to the market, trade my resources for teleporters. So do that on a daily basis. Make sure your hospital is clear, so clear it out. Same for enlist. Everything that's in the hospital and enlist will not be able to join. So yeah, take good care of that. Make sure whatever you do to not endanger your troop amount. Set all your talents in war mode, obviously. Focus on infantry because they use defense and your other units do not. So once you see something in your tree for infantry, use it on that. The other ones you can do on wherever you think is your nice spot. And in this point I cannot go any further with my talents, so I focus on the damage ones. So this just gives me some, yeah, like 20 times 1.2%. I'm trying to get more chief levels so I can get more training, but yeah, just focus on damage. That would be my opinion, since you're focusing on winning. But since you're mostly joining, you won't need that too much. So don't forget to use the boosters that you do like. For the low levels, it's probably best to use Jammer. So on the battlefield, if you are on site, and Rev shows this perfectly, to see a guy just teleported to him, I reacted fast with trying to reinforce him fast enough, but I didn't make it. But he knew he was gonna lose, and he sent all his troops away. Just send them out to camp, so they hit an empty base. If you hit an empty base, that's no hospital for you. So now another good way to keep in the game is, since you're a lower HQ, if you're out on the battlefield, if you meet someone like me, I'm gonna try to zero you as soon as I can. And if you're like HQ 27, 28, you stand out. I think an HQ 30 stands out by now, by not having plasma. So everything below that, someone as high as me is gonna hit you straight away. So if you stay in the safety zone, like most of the our enemies does here, you could just send reinforcements wherever is needed. Later in the game you can just, when it doesn't matter anymore, you don't need too many troops, or you don't need a lot of troops to start clearing water tanks. Later in the game my advice would be to get water tanks. So in the beginning, stay in the back, stay behind the lines, just reinforce the buildings the rally leaders take. If you are out on the field, send your camps away, so they hit an empty base and you get no hospital. If you do get hospital, you're out of the game quick. And more in the end, take the water tanks. That would be my advice. If you have any pointers, send me a message.